お目覚めのとこ申し訳ないけど、もう一回死のうよ。死神チャープ。
Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today we're back in another podcast episode, continuing on from last week where we covered Soul Eater Not, but we're covering Soul Eater now.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be like it's still just it's a second part of the first video? Because
Technically, yes,
yeah,
because it's all one storyline.
yeah, because I don't consider parts separate. I consider them just whole, but you split them.
This is a separate episode, but it's just the second part of the Soul Eater universe that we're covering.
Which is weird because most of the video we talked about Soul Eater Not in that one.
No, the first one we talked all about Soul Eater Not because we had trouble just getting to the points.
Yeah, and then it's just
Because I have so much notes, and we kept getting distracted by things like you were saying stuff.
Yeah.
Mostly you were saying stuff.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's not. It's okay.
Yeah, I
to
know.
do that. It's just like
It's
it's just that you kept bringing something up, and then something else came up, and then something else came up, and you never got to it. I'm rambling here as well.
Yeah.
Ready to get into this, Bailey?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hold on. So we got 51 episodes, and like almost 30 pages of notes. Well, 32 for all of Soul Eater and Soul Eater Not. But so at the start we got 3 prologue episodes, which introduce us to Mako and Soul, Blackstar and Tsubaki, and Death the Kid, Liz and Patty.
Yeah.
And there were so many details in it that I'm just like, I had to take. It was like a lot of details just in like the very first episode.
Like the Death Weapon Meister. It sounds like an Oni-chan. Mister Oni-chan.
Oni-chan.
Does this sound
But yeah, so we're introduced to the world of Soul Eater through the DWMA, which stands for the Death Weapon Meister Academy.
Yeah. So to me, like the words that remind you of YMCA. You know?
YMCA.
They could go like
Should not continue.
Yeah, they
because
could
we'll
go
get
like
copyrighted. No.
DWMA. You know, on DWMA. You can do it.
No.
Sadder.
We're not doing that out here. That's just. That would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
You can do it all by yourself over there.
Alright,
But yeah, so all the weapons have like a final goal of gathering up 99 Keshkin eggs and 1 witch soul to become a death weapon.
Yeah.
Of which there is only 7 in the whole world.
Yeah, the death weapons, because when you got to combine the stuff to make the weapon, but isn't it, is it just random what it becomes, or?
No, so whatever the person was a weapon, oh sorry, before they become a death weapon, the weapon form combines with the fact of death scythe, basically. They're technically like the 7 that graduated to become death weapons are technically called death scythes, even though the only scythe is spirit.
I love a good scythe. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And that was a scythe in that show.
Really?
Yeah, the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Grim had a scythe.
Really?
Yeah, the Grim Reaper had a scythe.
In that show?
Yeah.
What? I don't even know the show you're talking about.
No, it was on Cartoon Network. You know, these people might know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone else will know what I mean. What you mean, because I don't really watch Cartoon Network that much.
Yeah, there's nothing to really watch on it anymore. It's terrible.
Like,
Not as good as it was back
honestly, the cartoons I used to watch were like Ben 10, Scooby Doo,
then. Love Ben 10.
and oh, what was it? Oh, I forget what else I watched, but it was like, oh, I used to watch Shaun the Sheep when I was a teenager still,
Yeah, I did too.
because it's funny. It's not the fact that it's a kid show. It's you can still enjoy it as an adult.
Yeah.
So yeah, Marka, by the way, is voiced by Laura Bailey.
Yes, and Laura Bailey has many voices.
She has the many voices, as I've just mentioned, Marka. She's also what's her name? The main character from Fruits Basket, both versions,
Mhm.
and that's
Fiona from Tales from the Borderlands.
yeah,
Abby in The Last of Us
Yeah.
Part 2, which is like, no one really cares about The Last of Us 2.
Laura Bailey has done a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Rain, I believe she voiced Rain in the game Blood Rain.
Mm.
That was a pretty good game.
Like there are animes that there's a lot of animes I haven't watched that she's voiced the
Yeah.
character in.
Yeah, she's a voice actor.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's just interesting that I stumbled across one or two different anime, or actually no, three different anime technically that she's been a part of.
There are some people that voice multiple characters in a single anime.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Dragon Ball Z, the guy that voices Goku also voices King Kai.
Ah, I haven't watched Dragon Ball,
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he
and
voices.
don't you dare tell me I need to watch it.
He also voices Black Goku
Ah,
and some other characters as well. I'm not sure who.
we're getting a bit off topic.
Yeah.
Well, I sort of led us off topic with that one,
Yeah.
but I just noticed that it was Laura Bailey when I was watching it, and I'm like, that's an interesting thing. Went and looked up her name, and saw that she's done all these different
Yeah.
roles
You know she's getting death threats
for.
for The Last of Us 2.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
People hate that.
Yeah, people hate that.
I mean, I understand hating the character, but you shouldn't have to hate the person.
So yeah, in the first episode, we see Marco Sol going up against Jack the Ripper.
Well, it's not Jack. The
No, they
Ripper.
actually call him Jack the Ripper.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Kid.
In Kids episode, he goes up to a completely different character.
Yeah. I was thinking of like Death the Kid, and I was thinking Billy the Kid. And I was like, oh no, you got the name wrong. It's like,
No,
no, my mistake.
but yeah, so Marco and Sol get in a fight with Jack the Ripper, and obviously they win.
Yeah.
Then they go to call Death, and Death's phone number in this anime is 4242564.
Which spells?
No, in Japanese it's Shi ni Goroku ni, which means die kill.
What's that? What was it? Shini ga ga ga.
No, Goroku ni.
Shini go rockery.
Ni.
Go rocker knee.
It's each of the numbers. So
Sounds-
like Go is 5.
It sounds like when you're pressing the buttons. Shini go rockery.
No, Roku is 6.
Rocker is 6.
Yeah. Ni is 2, Shi is 4. Although
What-
4 has like 2 different ways of saying it in Japanese, but in this it's Shi. Because that's the traditional way of saying it. That's like the most common way used. So yeah, then we get introduced to a character named Blair the Witch.
Yeah, I like Blair.
She's not actually a witch though.
Yeah, you know she's compared to the manga, she's actually pretty tame in it.
Yeah, I haven't read the manga at all,
Yeah.
but we first get introduced to Blair while she's in the bath.
Yeah, and she's using magic to
Yeah,
harm
have
herself.
yeah, and then Soul just crashes right through the window, and
Right in the tub.
right in the tub, and then it just cuts to like he's like staring at her, sees sees her boobs, and then it's just like,
I love a good nosebleed, just like.
you know, nosebleeds. It actually happens to him twice in
But
one
she's
scene.
alright, but she's like, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, another thing that's like an odd thing is that both, like, the moon has a bloody smile on it,
Yeah.
and the sun is laughing its ass off.
I think the sun beat up the moon. That's why it's laughing.
Then why would the moon be smiling? Did it take a bite out of the sun?
You know, BDSM. Yeah, the moon liked it. The moon liked it rough.
Hey, Krishna. You're a bit late, we've just started. Still don't have headphones or microphone. And also, just at the end of the episode, we find out that Blair's not a witch. She's just a cat that can use magic. Like a cat girl that can use magic. And that means Marco and Soul have to start from zero.
Yeah, I love a good cat doll. You know what I love more than a cat doll?
What?
A cat dog. I had to show
Hey,
it.
that's a good reference. I know that cartoon.
Yeah.
I just haven't watched it. Also, we actually find out that Soul plays piano in the very first episode. It's not like some detail out of nowhere sort of thing.
There's a reason he can play the piano.
No, he was just really good at the piano.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that.
Why?
He was trained. Yes.
You're gonna say something that obvious? I would have assumed that, and now you're making me look like an idiot.
Yeah, and it's not like, no, okay, it's not like, boy, go up there and play the piano, I'm gonna beat you black and blue.
Mm.
He was like, no, I'll go up there and do it.
Okay. Well, moving on to the second episode. We got Black Star and Tsubaki going after Al Capone.
Al Capone, is that meant to be,
No,
It's
Al
meant
Capone is an actual person.
yeah, Al Capone, I was thinking,
He's the
I was
the
thinking of
mafia
Al,
boss.
yeah, I was thinking of Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino's an actor, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so, I was thinking of
Yeah.
him.
Al Capone is a mafia boss, I'm pretty sure.
What about Al Cappuccino?
That's a drink.
Yeah.
So we got Black Star is probably the class idiot.
Yeah, those
he's all about I'm gonna surpass God.
Yeah.
No one's better than me.
What about the assassination skills?
Oh, he's actually not that bad at assassination skills. He's just applying them in an actual situation. He sucks. Yeah, looking tired there.
Yeah. Oh, I just finished work before.
Do we have to do this later?
Took a little no. I mean, if you want to do it later, then fine.
Well, not for today. I mean, like, just in general.
What do you mean in general?
Like, do we have to do, like, the podcast at, like, 5 p.m. or something?
Oh, something, I don't know.
Either that, you just need a good coffee.
Yeah, I need a good coffee. I could make one now.
You don't have your stuff here to make a coffee.
But your stuff here.
What do you mean?
Yeah, for your house.
All I can see is that kettle over there.
Yeah. I love it at home. Oh, and you got like.
So yeah,
Mittany.
it sort of cuts away from that failure at getting Al Capone and his men to back to the school, and then they take on another mission where it's just like where Al Capone was actually going to attack attack a witch named Angela.
Yeah, poor Angela.
Angela's a little kid in this
Yeah,
situation.
I know.
Like, and the reason why Mifune is protecting her, because originally his mission was to kill her, but he doesn't kill kids.
Yeah, she's too adorable to kill.
Yeah, she is a very adorable character. Probably one of the most adorable characters
Right.
in the whole show.
Goes to kill her.
No, he doesn't even go to. He even doesn't even prepare to kill her. She just runs up to him and starts whacking him,
Yeah.
and he's just like that's the witch.
It's like, where's the trust?
no, he's literally just like that's the witch.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like-
not gonna kill a kid.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you come at me like a man, you get a gun.
But yeah, Black Star does beat Mifune in this fight
Which
by literally tricking him.
Yes, I was not happy about that. I wanted to see her die. Nah.
Nah,
I
he almost does die at the end though. Oh no, I'm thinking of Kid, aren't
Yeah.
I? But yeah, he does not take any of the souls or Angela's soul at all. He's like, he literally just bags them all up and takes them back to the school. It's like,
So on
yeah.
a hobo stick, don't forget.
Yeah,
put the
yeah, he's
bar-
carrying it like on the hobo stick, and he just puts it down right in front of Death, and it's just like, I can't take these because I did not do the work
Yeah.
that goes into it.
Love a good.
Yeah, so he's an idiot, but he's not above cheating himself out
Yeah.
of
I didn't really see.
completing the
I
game.
didn't really see him as a bad guy though, you know.
Mifune?
No, Black
No,
Star.
Black Star's not a bad guy at all. He's one of the main characters.
I know, but you know the things he does is like questionable, but I don't really see him.
Yeah, he does some really dumb things throughout the series. Like, he tries to partner up with Soul, even though their soul wavelengths are very, very different.
Yeah, they're not in tune.
Yeah, unlike Mako and Soul and Black Sun and Tsubaki.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on to the third episode of this. We've only just reached the third episode.
And when Deaf Kid died, oh no, I was not happy about that.
No, he didn't die.
Yeah, look, see, Deaf, the kid. He was,
No, he's Death's son. That's his whole thing. He's a Shinigami
like, what's his name from,
Death Note.
yeah, Lights.
It's a bit different. It's a bit
real.
Yeah, Death Note's more realistic. Soul Eater is a bit more fantasy. A lot more fantasy.
It's like Maka here, don't tell Light, but I got you this book here, let's write the names of the people who wronged you in there, and we'll get rid of them. We'll bring in the cleaners. Final Destination style.
So, Kid is very OCD.
Yeah. Everything has to
But-
be right and straight and in a
Yeah.
certain area, otherwise
Has to be symmetrical, to...
otherwise he's just like,
It messes with his head. So much so, but the only issue is he's not symmetrical himself.
Hmm.
So much so that he tried. I know in the. Hello.
I just realized I wasn't in the chat.
How long did that take?
Well, up until now.
So about like
So,
almost 10 minutes.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, so I just said that Death the Kid's personality is symmetrical.
Yeah,
Or symmetrical.
he's
Yeah.
not symmetrical himself, but I know in the manga he tried to dye his hair,
yeah.
but because he's a
Because-
Shinigami,
Yeah, because he tried to dye it, I think
And
it was
black.
Yeah, black, and the white, the chemicals just kept coming out.
because he's resistant to chemicals because he's a Shinigami.
Yeah, and I said this when we did the last video. It's like with Deadpool, how his healing factor helps him stop dying from cancer, but it doesn't get rid of it.
Mm,
The face he has, he's stuck with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, we got a bit of static on coming from your end. But yeah, the only reason he's like not symmetrical at all is because we actually found out in the last episode.
He's asexual.
No,
You get what I did there? Symmetrical, he's anti-symmetrical.
no. The reason why he has those lines is because they're the lines of.
He's father.
I don't think
His
they're his
brother.
father. No, I don't remember the name of them, but what they actually do connect up. They do go all the way around, making him symmetrical.
Okay. What's this?
Hmm?
No, sorry.
You were checking the time, were you?
No, I got a message.
So yeah, and when those lines connect up, he gets way more powerful.
Yeah.
Literally, like his ultimate weapon, Death Cannon. Most of the times, it's like really weak,
Yeah.
except for the very last episode where he literally gets stabbed right through the chest, and
He's like, and there's that blood.
and he just collapses, and then all of a sudden he's just like his eyes are closed when he does that as well. So it's like, oh, that's creepy. And then his eyes just open and the lines start connecting.
It's like the exorcism.
Yeah, reverse exorcism. But yeah, and then his arms are just like, it literally just turns into like a gold cannon.
Yeah.
And that attack was literally enough to take down the Keshin, the Kishin.
Yeah, I know.
Did it down like from the form that he was in to the form he was before. In that last episode. A big spoiler for the final episode, isn't it?
Yeah. At least at the moment.
Yeah. By the way, the weapons that we bring up is like the weapons that form Death Cannon are Liz and Patty.
I honestly don't know the name of most of the weapons.
Liz and Patty are the Thompson sisters who we talked about last week because they were in Soul Leader Not.
Oh yeah, they were the Mafia girls. Well, not Mafia, but they were.
No, they were just girls from Brooklyn.
Yeah, and then last name was based off.
Off an
Mafia
old
person.
gun.
Yeah, off an old gun that the Mafia used to use.
Yeah, from like the 1930s.
Yeah, and 40s.
But they transform into pistols, as we also mentioned last week, because again, they were in Solid or Not.
Yeah.
When we last talked about them, they were working in the cafe.
Yeah.
You go there?
Yeah, it's really.
We
good.
really need to get you a coffee. We really
Yeah.
need to make sure you have a coffee, like when we start.
Yeah, I need to start like early or something, or maybe do it on a day when I'm not working,
What days are you not working?
like Monday to Thursday.
Like, it's gonna be a bit hard for me to do it those times.
Because you're working.
No, because of social worker. I'm with a social worker on those days
Yeah.
until 2.
Yeah. The irony. It's like looking to get a job, and it's just like, oh god, now I don't want the job. I need to do this.
Well, we just need to make sure you have a coffee here
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to make coffee.
So we're moving on to the next page, are we?
We haven't mentioned necromancers, which
which is necromancy.
yeah, and apparently they can make like 5, which multiplies by 2, and then 2 again, and 2
Yeah.
again. And it's just like
An
it's
endless
a fast way
supply.
of building an army, basically.
Like an endless supply.
But yeah, so the 3 of them have to go to the. Ignore that. The 3 of them end up going to the pyramids, and then and then Kid's just like panicking because he's thinking, is something not straight all the way back at
Yeah.
home?
And then they see what's really going on.
No,
Well, not what really
No.
is going on, but
they don't really. No, he's in like full panic mode, but they keep going forward.
yeah.
And then he's just out. Like he leaves them behind at the pyramid just
Right.
to go and check the picture, to make sure the
That,
picture's straight and all that.
that's just his excuse, you know. He didn't want to be there. He was like, I'm out of here. You know, I'm celebrating Christmas.
No, he literally. We actually get a shot of him, like checking if everything's straight and all that, and then he just heads right back out, and he's right back there already, like immediately.
Yeah.
He's really fast. But yeah, so surprisingly, a lot of the world of Soul Eater is exactly the same as Earth. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's exactly like it's supposed to be Earth, just with monsters.
It's just like where Japan does not care. You know, it's an Earth where Japan doesn't care if they see aliens or monsters or anything.
Mm-hmm. Except the DWMA is based in America.
Yeah. The irony never ceases to amaze me.
Okay. You ready to move on to the episode number 4?
I don't think I can. I'm so tired. Oh, what about this one here?
No, don't worry about those two.
Oh.
I just mentioned the fact that, like, Patty is like the little sister, and she's like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. What kind of
And-
name is
and-
Rasputin?
Rasputin.
Yeah, Rasputin. Rasputin. Like, I'll tell you, if I had
It's
tried-
Russian.
Yeah, I know it's Russian, but like, it's like,
You know the song, right?
yeah, like what do you call it? It's like I was reading this thing. This guy, he hates his parents because they named him Gaylord. That is his name. Because back then you'd have names like that,
Hey, don't worry.
like 200 years ago.
Don't worry. Gaylord is probably tame compared to the names that we're going to be coming across in these anime.
Like the movie Little Fockers. Have you seen that?
No.
Gaylord Focker. So
No.
I want you to be the God Focker. That's his last name. If it's with an O, Fock.
I know.
Boo.
I know it's an O,
Yeah,
but it's just...
it's pretty funny. Then there's Butte Fockers.
Okay.
No,
Settle
it's
down. Settle down the name and stuff.
Yeah. Then Marco's dad is
Yeah, he is a bit of a pervert. Because...
he loves remedial class.
No... He's just doesn't run in front of the class.
Yeah, it's like always. But
Like,
he's always
in front of
watching-
all the students that have to take the class.
Yeah,
Which is like Marka, Sol, Sparky, Blackstar, Kid, Patty, and Liz.
Yeah.
Oh no, those three don't.
yeah.
I forgot. It's just
So
Marka,
do I.
Sol, Blackstar, and Sparky that are the ones taking the class. Kid ends up joining the school though.
It is like a silver lining for all.
What?
But to join the school after, you know, a long wait.
No.
I know.
He literally just joins the school.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just like, then count me as a student at the school.
You think a school like that would have some rigorous training program or something to get in?
Well, there is not an 8. So he doesn't really apply to those though, because he's a Shinigami,
Yeah.
and he can literally just make a weapon a death weapon. But he doesn't. He does it the proper way
Yeah.
for some reason.
When you could have done it a lot quicker. I
Just
think maybe it's with the longer you are, the more durability it has. You know, or strength, or the longer it can last without rusting.
what?
No, I don't know. It's like I'm just taking a guess here.
What?
But we said the
About what?
we just said the weapon's why it's stronger.
No, it's
Or why it's weaker.
There was nothing about strength that I said there. I said nothing about strength
I know.
whatsoever.
I know. But I did.
You sent it in that direction.
I was saying I was thinking it was like because
You know
the
what?
long.
I'm gonna just
No, I was saying because like
just
you
kill,
know the weapon took longer.
just kill you and turn you into a zombie, like Sid.
Oh no, not like Sid.
Sid is probably one of the most interesting, one of the more interesting characters because he's like, I used to be a man that so and so.
But then he took an arrow to the knee.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't think the saying took an arrow to the knee would work for him. It'd be more took a Statue of Liberty to the forehead.
Yeah, that poor statue.
His full forehead, man. He
Yeah.
literally got killed.
Yeah, and then he came back.
Yeah. So based on that, we know that Soul Eater takes place a few weeks after, like the fourth episode takes a few weeks after the end of Soul Eater Not.
Yeah.
My English was not working there for a moment.
What's the chronological order? Like, if you watch the episodes, like, when do you skip over the Soul Eater Not?
Soul Eater Not takes place during the prologues.
Yeah.
So you can sort of just be like, you can just watch like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, I did watch it.
No, you watch the first 3 episodes, the prologues of Soul Eater.
Yeah.
And then you just watch Soul Eater Not, and
Okay.
and you've basically covered everything before the story actually
Okay,
starts.
because I was thinking...
Because 1 to 3 is prologue. All prologue stuff. You got
Yeah.
prologue 1, prologue 2, prologue 3.
Oh, okay.
Which is a bit weird for an anime to do. So, Maka, Soul, Tsubaki, and Blacksa all have to go to Hook Cemetery for their class.
Yeah, you get the
Oh,
hook.
No,
Like the man with the hook. They get it from the man with the hook in his hand. That's a horror movie. This guy got hit and then he uses his hook for a hand.
you're talking about I Know What You Did Last
Yeah.
Summer.
And that guy was in Prison Break.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the guy with the hook who's trying to kill Fred and Daphne, who are not Fred and Daphne at this point in time.
Oh yeah.
He was in Prison Break.
That is funny.
Yeah.
That's actually funny when you think about it, because it's like, they sort of ended up in the storyline in Scooby-Doo with the exact same plot as I Know What You Did Last Summer, or like part of the plot of I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's odd.
And the guy that plays Shaggy, he voices Shaggy as well in the cartoons.
From
The 2000 movie, you know, the early 2000s, they had those live action movies.
yeah, I Know What You Did Last
Yeah, the
Summer.
guy that plays Shaggy, he also voices Shaggy in a
Oh,
number of stuff. Pretty good, but we're getting off topic now.
I'm just trying to think. What else is
Let's talk
there's
about...
also just because you brought up I Know What You Did Last Summer. There's also the guy that played Leonard in that movie as well.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't get what remedial chess. It's like it's mandatory. You have to go there. for
Class.
Remedial.
It's
Yeah.
class.
Who wants to learn chess in class?
No, it's remedial class.
Yeah.
It might look like I wrote chess, but that's just because of my writing.
What'd you put? Remedial class. Okay, I thought you put chess, and I was thinking, I'm trying to
No,
remember.
I put class.
I thought you put chess, 'cause I remember I'm thinking, I saw the episode, finished them last week, and I was like, remedial chess, where's that? It's like, who'd want to go to a class?
yeah.
with remedial?
So Sid's back as a zombie, and the person that brought him back to life was Dr. Stein. Full
Which
name,
is-
Dr. Frankenstein.
And yeah, you know, there's actually confusion.
I know.
Frankenstein.
The monster is called Frankenstein by most people, but he's Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah,
Frankenstein is the guy that is the doctor.
yeah.
And this anime will make sure you know that well. Because in this anime, Dr. Stein has a bit of a sadistic streak.
Yeah.
Bad.
I mean,
Like,
that was, I mean, that
He
was
did
some,
appear in Solely or Not. He was mostly pulling pranks. He's still pulling a few pranks, but he should take his job seriously.
love a good prank.
Yeah. But, like, you didn't notice I swapped your middle toes on your left and right foot? And then Spirit's just like checking.
Yeah.
And then Stein's just like, I'm just joking.
And it's like, oh, you ass.
And thing is, Stein did experiments on his weapon Spirit for 5 years.
Yeah, that's
Until-
dedication.
Yeah, until his wife saved him from Stein.
Yeah.
Like, that is literally how how Spirit and Marco's mum met.
Yeah.
It is weird how in this you can almost put together a timeline of events to, like, down to the month.
Yeah, it is weird.
Because, like, these first few episodes, they take place over, like, a few days or something like that.
Yeah.
And all this takes place within a few weeks of Sid's death.
It's like with, oh, now I just lost my train of thought. Because I'm too tired.
Do you want me to slap you one?
No.
So
Who is the...
Stein is able to change his soul wavelength to match his opponent.
Yeah, that's cheating, man.
Yeah, that is like the ultimate hack.
Yeah, you can't do that's a body hack right there.
Well, technically it's not cheating if you understand your opponent. It's using their ability against them.
Yeah.
Basically.
Tell that to the people who lose at chess. You're like, nah, man, F that shit.
Yeah, and then episode 5 ends with, as we find out, Stein is the teacher of Marco's class.
Yeah, that was a bit trippy for me. I was like, what? Like Nicolas Cage in that movie where he's like,
Oh, there's one bit in when Marco, Sol, Black Sun, Tsubaki, and Sid all go to Stein's house, and
Yeah.
Stein goes to roll out the door.
oh,
They keep
yeah,
tripping
yeah.
on the door frame. Like, the wheels keep getting caught, so he keeps falling off.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then there's just a moment where he's just like, hold on, let me do it again.
Yeah.
Goes back inside and tries it again, and the exact same thing happens. He really needs to get the door frame fixed.
Or else he's gonna be in trouble.
What?
Doesn't get that door fixed.
No, if he wants to pull off what he tried to pull off, he needs to get rid of the door frame.
Yeah.
Or at least the bottom part of the door frame so he can do that. But in that situation, he'll get a bad draft in his house.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when Stein takes over, you okay there?
No. I'm trying to stay awake, but I should have.
In the process of taking over the classes, Stein just does dissection lessons,
Yeah.
including one with a very near extinct bird.
Why would
At
you use
one
a
point-
near extinct bird?
Huh?
Why would you use a near extinct bird? That's what they
Because
do.
he's weird.
It's like, oh no, if you have a creature or an animal that's overpopulating, yep, give them to your science teacher.
No,
You learn how to dissect them.
he's just like, today we're doing it on this bird.
Okay.
And the bird looks absolutely terrified of having to be in this situation.
Yeah.
You okay there?
Nah. I should have come at a different time.
Nah, we just need to get you a coffee next time.
Yeah.
Or you can just go and buy a coffee and then make your way here.
Yeah. I have to do that.
Hmm.
No, I can't leave now. We're doing this live.
Yeah, we're doing this one. I mean, next time. By the way, Krista, have you got anything to say on Stein? Hey, hello. Okay, let's just move on. You
Yeah.
can. Oh,
Does anything free?
it's
Just
working.
glitching out.
Yeah,
Right,
it's just static most of the time. Have you got anything to say about Stein? Mm.
Well, yes, he is one of my favorite characters.
Who is your favorite?
Um,
Do you have a favorite?
I'm thinking.
I'm gonna say right now my favorite is obviously Stein.
Yeah.
Like Stein, he's especially when he goes crazy. I love a character that goes crazy.
Yeah, like Gatai.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when
You
she
ever
goes
bring up
crazy-
Fushinari right now?
Yeah.
But like,
But not like a yandere, tsundere type person.
just as a character.
Yeah.
But when Stein goes crazy, his character just gets a character gets better when they go crazy, especially when they're such a normal person and they think rationally.
Yeah.
Like Maka in episode 21, oh no, episode 22, I think it was, where she's like using the black blood, and she literally is crazy in that scene,
Yeah.
like full on laughter like the Joker,
Yeah.
and smiling like the Joker, all that. And then we had Stein slowly going crazy because of the Keshkin and Medusa. You okay there?
Yeah. I don't think I can do this now.
We're only through like the first two.
Yeah, I might have to come back and do this though, because I'm gonna get my shit together. There's a real line. Okay. Are you good to
Yeah,
do?
just go.
I'm tired, man. I'm trying to stay awake.
There is one scene in episode 6 where it was really confusing. With like Soul and Black Sun running towards each other.
Yeah. It's like it reminds me of in some of those animations you've got like the tennis ball and then there's the screw.
Sit down.
The screw. No, I think I have to stay awake. It'll help me
Oh my gosh.
stay up.
How are we gonna? If you leave now, we're gonna. If this is gonna be a constant thing.
No.
No. We're only through 6 episodes here.
Yeah. Oh,
We're not even through 12.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Okay. I'm not trying to force you to keep going. I'm just saying the only way we're gonna get through all this is if we do.
Yeah, just get through half.
You know what half is,
Like
right?
30.
That's 26 episodes.
That's 26, so we'll have to do it.
So yeah, episode 7 we got Killer Sun J, which is a reference to Jason from Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
In fact,
Jason Voorhees.
like, he has like the bag on his head, the
the
jersey has
hockey mask.
no.
I'm sorry, I was speaking of Jason, the killer from Friday the 13th. Sorry.
No, Jason the Killer didn't have his mask until the 3rd episode.
Yeah, I was speaking of Jason.
Oh no, the 3rd movie, I mean.
Yeah, I think of Friday the 13th.
But no, he had the bag in the 2nd chapter.
Yeah. You know his mom was the original killer?
Yeah. So Mark and Sol are chasing down Sun, Jay.
Yeah, son, Jason.
Let's just call him Jason because that's what he's supposed to be.
Alright.
He doesn't survive long anyway. He gets killed by a Mushroom Soul.
It's a bit disappointing. I would love to see more of his character.
Especially what he would be doing in Italy.
Yeah.
Because apparently this version of Jason is in Italy.
Yeah.
Don't know why. By the way, Krista, there's a lot of static on your end.
What?
There's a lot of static sound on your side.
Oh, sorry. I could just hide in the shadows then.
Yeah.
Like
Batman.
go out of the voice thing.
One
Should
weird.
I go out of the voice?
Yeah, it'd probably be
Unless you
if
can,
unless you have something to mention,
if you can fix it, or
if you can fix it as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So, we got the people in Italy. They're crazy about just getting into fights for no reason whatsoever. Because Soul accidentally bumps a person, and then a
come at me,
crowd.
bro.
Yeah, and it's the Materazzi.
Yeah, I know who you
It's
mean.
weird. And then Soul just easily beats them all up.
Yeah, because they were civilians, weren't they?
Yeah, they were civilians, and he just beats them up so easily.
Yeah.
And the reason why they're in Italy was just for Sanjay or Jason, but Marcus senses a whole bunch of souls in a church. And then by the time they got to the church, it was just 2 souls, which was Krona and Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Now, coincidentally, the day of recording this is a few days after the Death Bell that came out for Krona and Venom.
What's it? Oh, the death battle.
Yeah. And Krona won that one.
Yeah, go Chrono. I have to watch it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if anyone here has watched Death Bell, I've just spoiled it, but I've even just spoiled it for you, but
No,
it's
it
still
doesn't
cool
matter.
to watch a fight. Even if you know the result, it's always fun to watch a fight.
Yeah.
But Ragnarok is Krona's blood and weapon. It is known as the Demon Sword.
Yeah.
And they're also very close to becoming a Keshkin as well. A Kishin? Is it Kishin or
I think it's Akashin.
no?
Oh, that's how I think
It's
it's.
a Kishkin, I think.
Akishkin.
No, A as in the word A, and Kishkin.
Yeah.
Keishan.
Kishin.
Kishin.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Sounds like meat. Oh, I
So
have to keep.
Marka and Sol enter the church and confront him, and confront them, and get into a fight. But the door is here, open inward, and Sol gets cut by Ragnarok, and in that process, the black blood infects Sol.
Yeah.
Which is a thing that stays around for the whole series. I forgot it happened so early in the series. I thought it happened like way down the line. But no, it happens in episode 7, which is also the same episode we get introduced to Medusa. I just didn't put her name down until the 8th episode because we don't find out her name until
Till
we
later
find out
on.
that she's the doctor at the DWMA.
Okay.
Also, in the process of that, Sol starts having weird dreams of him coming out of Maka.
Even though he doesn't remember it, right? Or
No, he remembers the dreams.
no, I mean when he was coming out, that didn't happen, did it?
No, none of that happens. It's just in his dreams, and he remembers those.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, people have very good dream recollection in this series. Like, I forget my dreams the moment I wake up.
Sleep. It's probably sleep deprivation,
Eh.
whatever it's called.
But yeah, so Soul's in the hospital for like a few days after getting stitched up by Stein. And obviously Stein can't do anything to the students because he's a teacher now. If he does that, he could get fired for doing stupid things like that. Also, we find out about Excalibur.
Yes, it's not King Arthur's Excalibur though,
Well, technically he is.
but not in like not in the historical way.
Not in the historical way. He is probably one of the most obnoxious characters ever.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I did like some bits with him, but
There were some bits that were funny,
yeah,
but he's just obnoxious with a capital OBN.
yeah,
Like,
OBN.
I don't know why I did that. It's just to highlight. He's super obnoxious.
Yeah.
So much so that he has 3 episodes dedicated to himself.
Oh yeah, they were just.
I like the first one's like Blackstar and Kid find Excalibur, and then the second one,
Yeah.
Ox finds Excalibur, and the last one, the character named Hero finds Excalibur.
You know what hero?
And Hero was the one that got the closest to actually putting up with Excalibur until Excalibur started sneezing.
Yeah.
Because, as Hero says, the sneezing doesn't stop. I love how it's like, that was the one thing that was like, nope, I can't handle it. He's like, oh, I can handle everything else, but sneezing, deal's over, buddy.
You know, reminds me of this anime Batman series. The joke is like, I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you. He's trying to pay back the IRS.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, in the next 2 episodes up to episode 9, we have Tsubaki going after the enchanted sword.
Yeah.
Or was it like, yeah, it was just 2 episodes. Was it?
I know, you tell me.
Yeah, it was just the 2 episodes. So they go to a village named Needle Village. It's a weird village.
It's better if you pronounce
It's like
it Nadal.
Nadal.
Yeah,
Village.
let's head on to Nadal. That sounds a lot better than Needle.
And probably better because one of the weapons that Krona has with Ragnarok is Bloody Needle.
Yeah.
Where his blood literally can turn into needles
Yeah.
and just stab a person to death.
Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, so the reason why Tsubaki is after the enchanted sword is because it's her brother.
Yeah. And you
And
know how
they end up having a somewhat awesome battle. Like,
yeah.
it actually was a sad story. Like,
Yeah.
it was like episode 11. I nearly cried.
I wouldn't say it's like sad. I mean, yeah, it's like
It
well,
is sad.
yeah, it's sad, but it's not like over the top Oscar-winning sad.
No, it's more the fact of like Black Star's just like he's literally getting beaten down by all the villagers, but he just ignores them.
Yeah.
While Tsubaki is like in her brother, excuse the phrasing on that one, but it's not as bad as the line used in episode 10, where he's literally just like, "You're planning to come inside me, aren't you?"
Yeah.
Like, phrasing is a thing,
Phrasing, boom.
and it is not that good phrasing at all. It just wow.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, Black Star's literally just getting beaten down by all the villagers.
Yeah, the villagers don't
Villagers.
know what the hell to do. I'm surprised Soul didn't turn on the villagers, you
No,
know?
it's not Soul, it's Black Star.
Black Star, sorry.
No,
See, episode 10,
Black
I
Star,
don't know what's
he's
going
not
on.
reacting because he's being respectful to Tsubaki and her performance, as he calls it.
I love it if Black Star. What's going on? I'd love it if Black Star retaliated, you know? Just if you ever seen Naruto and Sasuke's brother, where he slaughtered the entire village. Love to
Yeah,
see
no,
Soul
I
do
haven't.
something like that.
I will say, Black Star is basically Naruto at the very end. Because there's like one moment where he just creates like heaps of copies of himself.
Yeah, and then you got these crazy people on the internet. They're like, "Oh no, Naruto is a privileged white boy. He's not good to watch." It's like, how is he privileged? You had the Nine-Tailed Fox inside of him, and everyone was ignoring him, like most people,
Okay, we're getting off track.
because they feared him. But it's like, yeah,
But yeah, but the moment a villager goes to hit Tsubaki with like a plank, he's just like stops him.
yeah,
Like, don't interrupt her performance.
yeah.
And like, don't they all try and go and whack her or something?
Yeah, and then I'm pretty
And
sure
he just sort of stands over her and just protects her.
Yeah.
And then in that same episode, Tsubaki disappears completely and is inside the weapon.
Yeah.
And then we get a fight between Tsubaki and Masamune, I think it is.
Masami?
Masamune.
Masamune. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Japanese names are weird, aren't they?
Yeah, like, well, if my name Bailey was someone like they tried to Bailey, you know, or Bailey.
No, there's no L sounds.
Yeah.
So your L would become an R sound.
Yeah. Very.
Very. But yeah, so Tsubaki wins against her brother and gains the ability of the enchanted sword,
Yay!
which Black Star cannot use.
Which is like, boo. It's like,
No.
fun.
He somehow ends up on like the top of the mirror that Death uses, and he's like, let's show off your new form.
Yeah, like I
Like
said,
a new ability.
yeah, I said last week before that after episode 35, that's
Mhm.
when it divulges from the manga.
Yeah.
So it turns out differently. So you know.
Well, actually, no, it diverges super early
No.
because I haven't read the manga, but I did a quiz video, and one of the questions is about the final form of
Yeah.
Tsubaki, and it turns out the enchanted sword is only in the anime.
Oh, okay.
In the manga, it's the uncanny sword,
Alright.
which is dumb.
Yeah.
A dumb name for a sword, and it's also dumb because, like, yeah, the person making the quiz chose the manga over the anime
Yeah.
because they took questions from both the manga and the anime, and
Yeah.
also Soul Eater Not.
It's like with I like it when anime sticks to the source material, you know. I don't mind little slight changes.
Well, I don't
but-
read manga, so
Yeah.
I'm just like,
what are you
Eh.
doing? You don't read manga.
I just don't. It's just
It's just what.
okay. So you want me to read 5 volumes of manga as well? Because
No,
that's
I
Soul
don't-
Eater. Soul Eater has 5 volumes.
I'm not saying read the 5 volumes. Just go on YouTube, get a summary of the volumes. Like compare
No.
them. My God, that's what I was doing after I finished when I finished Soul Eater, and I had to look see what the manga was about. Read a few articles. It was like
I'm just not a person that enjoys manga because like I feel like I would want to actually look at it, not just hear a description or like a summary of it.
Yeah.
Because just hearing a summary of it is just disappointing.
I'll tell you what. Okay, next anime we cover, I'll buy the manga for that.
No, don't.
Alright, where are we up to now? Got off track.
We're on episode 12, and we get introduced to a new character named Aruka Frog,
Yeah.
and
So
a whole bunch of other witches as well that we don't get names on.
And the frog, what is the frog? Like a servant or something? Or
Aruka Frog ends up being a servant to Medusa
yeah.
because Medusa very weirdly shoves her hands into Aruka's mouth and also
Yeah, that was.
Misane's
Yeah, that was
mouth.
that was a bit weird to watch.
And also I don't know if it was the same episode, but one of the Misanes gets blown up by the snakes that was put inside her. Don't you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I just remember what episode.
I don't. I took it down. It's just we haven't got to that point yet. But yeah, the Misane just blows up, and Aruka is forced to tell him that it was
put snakes in Erika and Missouri.
Misane.
Missouri. That's 12.
Yeah, like I want to do a demonstration of what she did, but I don't want to put
Oh,
your
hey,
hand.
you're gonna violate me.
No, I was gonna do it like that. So it's like she literally just goes and puts her hands in their mouths. I'm not gonna do that on camera because that's right.
Well, open wide. Just like.
Well, she just does it suddenly.
Whoa, just
Like it doesn't
that.
make sense.
Turn your head just like that.
It doesn't make sense at the time, but then you find out, oh, she put snakes in them.
Yeah, and then the snakes are having a lovely feast.
No, they don't. They don't. They're just there.
Yeah.
It's because she does that so that she can control Aruka and Misane.
I didn't get like how the snakes, if they're in their stomach,
No, they're all throughout.
all throughout.
Yeah, the whole body.
Okay.
Because we find out that her tattoos are gone in a later episode, and that's because the snakes are inside the two of them.
Yeah.
And then Misane gets blown up when Aruka and Misane confront Medusa to get her to reveal herself.
It's Sty suspects Medusa, remember?
Yeah, she does. He does start suspecting her. I feel like I would suspect her just off name alone.
Yeah, he's not sure what, but like,
Yeah, and like,
can't really do anything because he has no proof.
well, he does take the pills away from Soul,
Yeah.
or was it Maka? No, it was Maka.
So,
It was
sure?
Maka. Yeah,
Okay.
he takes the pills away from Maka that Medusa gave to her.
Yeah,
And-
goddamn pills.
Also, we also get another character, who decides to go by the name of Free. That's Free.
Free. I'm just trying to remember. Free.
He's the big immortal dude.
Ah, yeah.
I don't know if he actually ends up dying. Actually,
Oh, we'll have to.
he does make mistakes in the episode because he ends up freezing himself as he's
Yeah,
falling off the
that guy.
bridge.
Yeah, but at least he had a safe landing.
How so?
The frost cushioned his fall.
The ice, you
Yeah.
mean? Because
The
he
ice.
literally just froze himself.
He froze and ends up falling back.
No, he was falling, and he was like, "I'll just put a pillar under myself and push myself back up."
Yeah,
But instead, he freezes himself
yeah,
accidentally.
yeah.
There's, and also in that episode, Maka struggles to hold Soul. He's too hot to hold as a
Yeah.
weapon form. So much so that she literally just pushes through it and literally burns her hands.
Yeah, that's so good.
And in the process, she starts to produce some black blood.
Yeah. Well, life produces
But, but in the process, like, after that moment where she produces the black blood, it disappears.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense why until later. Because she has an anti-magic soul wavelength.
God damn it, technology.
No,
Spirit technology.
I just I just realized that connection. Spirit is the dad,
Yeah.
and anti-magic.
Is technology. But in this series, basically.
No, I
Yeah, I
don't
know,
think
I'm
so.
joking.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to stay awake. Yeah, it's already been an hour.
Just trying to keep you awake.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
still
just
going.
like.
We're still going past the hour because we normally
Yeah.
do these, so like only an hour.
Yeah. It's just there's so much to get through, isn't there?
Yeah. What one?
And also, Soul accepts the demon's deal.
Oh,
We
yeah.
forgot to mention that part.
Yeah.
Because the demon's deal is like you accept the blood, and you get power.
Yeah, but at a price.
Yeah,
Yeah, since nothing's ever so simple with the devil.
with devils.
With devils, not the
Because
devil.
there's not just a devil in this show.
Well, you know what I mean, with
Yeah.
devils. Are you sure it was just one? How do you know they weren't all in on it?
Because Soul refers to it as a devil,
Yeah.
which means there has to be more devils out there.
It could be plural. Like share.
No, devil. The plural of devil is devils.
Okay. I don't even know what a plural is. What it means.
You need to go back to grade school.
Yeah, I gotta go back to grade school. I can't even tell where.
Probably like year 2 or something like that.
Year 3, I graduated year 2.
I'm pretty sure we both have.
Yeah.
Because we're both at least over 20.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to be over 20 at least. I'm about to graduate the second year.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're moving on to episode 14, and we've got the super written test.
That test has got to be rigged.
How so?
I don't know. It's just the way it's presented and
But how could Marco get 100% right
exactly. He's
if
an
it's
idiot.
rigged?
No, sorry, not Marco.
Marco's like Marco
Marco's
manages
smart.
to beat Ox
Yeah, I was
by
thinking
1
of
point.
Soul. It's like, yeah, Soul's an idiot. He can't pass the test.
Yeah, he doesn't pass the test. He resorts to trying to cheat.
He gets caught.
Yeah, literally stripped down to his undies.
Yeah, it was a good scene.
No,
So,
but
punishment.
he was fully ready to cheat this test. He had notes everywhere. Like, he had notes, like pieces of paper covering his whole body,
Yeah.
including the crotch.
Yeah, it's good. Or you can write like upside down on your shirt and you just like lift up. Oh, there's the answer.
Yeah. But he gets caught by Sid.
Yeah.
Also, Blackstar tried to cheat by stealing the answers. And he got caught by Stein because Black Star is so loud. They literally is the worst assassin ever.
Yeah.
And he wasn't
Yeah.
even trying to assassinate someone. He was literally just trying to steal a test.
Yeah, and yet, people are still like, oh no, it's the assassin. It's like, how? Show me his license
Also,
to kill.
they make a boxing joke in the episode where Soul's just like on the scene and he's just defeated and it does like the boxing sound, like the bell sound, like ding ding. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so Marco got 100% right. A character named Oxford got 99 right. And I think Tsubaki was in like the top 10, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
You follow what I'm saying there?
I'm trying to stay awake. Oh my god.
So yeah, it's boring with a test, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they made it fun in that episode.
Yeah.
We're getting out of the classroom though, and we're heading to the Baltic Sea
Baltics.
to chase down
Yeah.
Nidhogg. What?
The dog?
Huh?
The dog, maybe, or something like that?
Nidhogg, I think it is. But it's a bit of a short one because they basically go looking for a ghost ship that's been eating people and just straight up eating the land,
Goddamn ghost ships.
eating everything in sight.
It's like, don't you have anything better to do?
No, it literally ate a whole town.
Yeah.
At the start of the episode.
Yeah, it's like,
But the funniest part is that Krona and Ragnarok just show up and kill him. Just
yeah.
one solid shot.
Yeah.
And then Ragnarok takes in all the souls and grows wings and is able to fly.
Yeah.
And leaving Kid to chase after him.
Yeah.
Also, the ghost ship is still technically alive. Like, Nidhogg is still alive. Technically.
Yeah.
Like, he's only a head and a plank of wood. But he survives.
Yeah.
Like, the ship gets destroyed and he's just left floating out there.
I don't think I can continue anymore.
Let's at least try and get to 20.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through.
Because we're at 16.
Yeah, alright, 16. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I'll need. See if I can change.
But yeah, Nidhogg tries to shoot at Corona with a whole bunch of cannons.
Fails.
Just fails miserably. Just like, it just misses entirely.
It's like on. Have you seen Dumb and Dumber, the movie?
No.
It's like towards the end, he gets up and he has a gun. It's like, and the guy's just like that. It's like, Harry, you're alive. And a terrible shot. Or it's like A Million Ways to Die in the West. Have you seen that?
No.
He's a terrible shot. He's trying to shoot and can't do it.
But yeah, so yeah, Kid chases after Krona, but gets distracted by the sun and the clouds being all symmetrical.
Yeah, I swear.
And he's just like, he's just like, he's chasing.
Yeah, I swear he's like on LSD or something. Just totally tripping acid.
No, he's not tripping acid. He's just very, very OCD.
Yeah.
Although the quiz is just like, it's because he's a Shinigami and they like order.
No, the Shirigami.
Shinigami.
Shinigami. Sorry, I think the Shirigami from.
Shirigami?
Yeah.
From what?
Death Note. Not all of them, one order.
No, those are referred to as Shinigami.
And what's Shirigami?
Are you thinking of the vampire from Actually I Am?
Oh yeah. Getting the names mixed up.
So many names are similar. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Stein knows that Medusa's a witch. But we find that out in episode 16. He's figured out that Medusa is a witch, but he says not to act on it immediately, just to see what she's doing.
Yeah.
Which is it's a bit of a dumb idea in some ways.
Like it's like she's not gonna know.
Yeah,
it's
she's not
fine.
gonna know what's happening, but at the same time, what if her plan was about to happen?
Yeah.
Because it does happen very quickly. Like Stein and Medusa end up dancing at the dance that happens, and that's where she enacts her plan as well.
Yeah.
Because the same day that the Kishin was imprisoned is the day that it got released.
Is it?
Yeah, because the dance was about I think it was either the formation of the
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. So I was just trying to remember it.
yeah. Uh, also, Sid and Naeus get told by Stein they get told by Stein because they're all working together that Medusa's a witch as well. So Medusa better watch her back in this situation.
Yeah.
Although she's the bad guy, so
We all know how that turns out.
what?
You know, most times the bad guys are either killed,
Yeah.
captured,
Uh,
or defeated.
but so Sid and Naeus end up going to Medusa's hideout.
It's a cool hideout.
It's like a desert hideout sort
Yeah.
of building.
Who doesn't love the desert?
I don't.
Open up a pineapple factory down there. People when they're
Really?
dehydrated, and they'll be like,
Nah.
I see a pineapple
What?
place.
What? Rather than open a pineapple business, why don't you go and read Medusa's diary like Sid does?
Yeah.
Like-
Stalk 'em, Mark. That's invasion of privacy.
It is an invasion of privacy, but Medusa is a villain, so
Yeah.
invasion of privacy goes out the window when you're dealing with a villain.
Yeah. Yes.
Episode 17. It's an Excalibur episode. It's the second Excalibur episode, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
I literally wrote
F this episode and all other
Excalibur episodes. I'm like, when I was taking notes, I was getting really exhausted at one point. Like, I'll just do like a few more episodes.
Yeah.
And one of them, like, it was episode 32. It was an Excalibur episode. I'm just like, yes, I can take a break. I can take a mini break during this episode.
Yeah.
Because screw Excalibur and his obnoxiousness.
So what's wrong with his obnoxiousness?
No, he's just too obnoxious.
Yeah. I guess, but you know, he's pretty cool. Talking.
That, yeah. So, the dance happens in episode 18, and Free creates an independent cube to trap everyone inside.
Independent Cube. Where does that name even? How did they come up with these names?
I don't know. It's a way of like locking people in a certain area, and not even just an area, like a dimension,
Yeah.
because even death can't leave
Yep.
because it's
Well, I assume the names have some meaning, you know, like
yeah, they would have some meaning. I just don't know them.
yeah, like with Harry Potter with J.K. Rowling, like
Expelliarmus.
yeah, with objects and that they always had meanings.
Yeah. Even the spells did.
Yeah.
Like
It always came from
Separum
somewhere.
Centra is to split,
Yeah.
or like to cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main characters are the only ones that manage to get outside the cube before it's locked and they're all stuck in there.
Yeah, then they have to find out how the
They find out about Asura, who was the first Kishkin
Yeah.
to be made, and they have to basically stop Medusa, Erika, Free, and who else? No,
Dom.
that and Krona.
and Dom.
No,
They had to get rescue Free and Dom.
no,
Free Dom.
no. But what ends up happening is Stein takes on Medusa.
Yeah.
And all the others, like the students get past Medusa and continue on. Black Star was supposed to face Krona, but instead Mark is like, I'll take him. And Kid just like whoo, like right through.
He's gone.
It's just straight through.
It's like F this shit, I'm out.
No, like Krona's looking the other way, and then Kid's just like whoop, because he's using his board to get through faster.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, Marco takes on Krona, and Black Star goes on to catch up with Kid. And then, but Kid gets stopped by all the bombs because they're not symmetrical.
Yeah.
His OCD sort of kicks up again.
Yeah, he needs to get like a drug or something, you know, to
Yeah.
keep him in check.
No, but
Or like a magic
he's
spell
like,
used on him or something.
he's like, the Liz and Patty are just like, you need to keep going, all this stuff. And then he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. He literally uses the bombs to go faster.
Yeah.
Like, he literally rockets down the path using the bombs to help him.
Yeah, because sometimes when his OCD kicks in, it actually helps him.
Yeah, at times it does.
Yeah.
Because when he's facing an enemy that's not symmetrical, he's like, need to kill it.
Yeah, like it's his burden and curse, you know, at one point to his OCD, but at other times it can serve him.
Yeah.
I feel like if he just finds a way to channel it properly, you know,
Yeah.
to use it.
There is a moment, like, in, like, I don't know if it's episode 20 or not, where he's like, he's just looking around, and then he's like, in his head, is like, okay, this one here, this one here.
Yeah.
It's all symmetrical now. And he's just like, and then it just cuts to him like, that's not what I was meant to do at all.
Yeah.
It is funny. He's just like, that went here, that bit fell down there and all that.
Yeah. Alright, well.
And then Freak's just like, oh, you like to play puzzle? You like to do puzzles, yeah?
Yeah. What about when Sten was drunk?
Huh? Who?
Drunk Stein, not Sten, sorry.
Stein. He was just pretending to be drunk.
Yeah. I would like to see him actually drunk.
Yeah, he would be fun to see
Yeah.
drunk.
Because that's what he's like when he's drunk, then yes, sign me up. Let's go
Mm.
party.
I'm just gonna put it here so I can see it. Can you still read it that well?
Yeah.
But so we find out that Asura, who became the first Kishkin, was one of the 8 guardians of death.
Yeah.
So I think there was one other character that was confirmed as one
Sorry
of
about
the other guardians of death. I don't remember who. But yeah, Asura consumed his weapon.
Hmm.
I don't know how you managed to consume your own weapon whole.
Yeah, that was weird. It was like
No, he doesn't chew or anything.
Yeah,
he
I
just
know, he swallows.
He's just like,
It's like with
Ugh.
Dragon Ball GT, and this guy wants to Dragon Ball. And Goku's like, "You want it? Come get it." And he swallows the Dragon Ball whole. Dragon Balls, they're like that, they're like that size.
oh,
So you see him like, and he's struggling. You see the balls just like slowly going.
oh my gosh. I don't need that type of visual
Yeah, but it's
of,
like
of a character swallowing balls.
No, but it's like with the same thing with the weapon, because it's size.
Yeah. So we also have the Misunes going around killing people in Death City, just because.
Because
Also,
it's Death City, that's the name. It's like, you know what? You cross this
another
threshold.
name for the city is actually Death Vegas.
Yeah, it's like cross this threshold, you're a dead man or woman. It's like you forfeit your life. If you don't want to be in this game of Death Tag, then go back to, then leave town. But they don't. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Well, I mean, they do eventually, but...
we also have a lot of the fight between Medusa and Stein is mostly them just staring at each other. It's like the ultimate standoff, and then they do a bit of fighting, and then it turns into another standoff.
Yeah.
It is so funny.
Yeah.
It's just like, because like apparently Stein can do soul thread sutures. Sutures.
You mean soul?
Soul thread sutures,
Ah, okay, yeah, with the clothing and
like stitches.
oh, like stitches on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Except he can do it to basically any object.
Yeah, it should become a sewer then.
What?
Sewer, those people that sew clothes.
Okay. Then we had really like a lot of Medusa and Stein. Again, it's just standoff, and then Stein manages to kill Medusa, but Medusa is not dead.
Not choose
She was
pretending.
She was pretending. Then she
What?
bites him.
Yeah, she was waiting for him to get close to
Yeah.
lower when he had his guard down.
Yeah, and then she bites him on the neck or something like that.
Yeah,
And one of her snakes manages to get away.
yeah. Because the snakes are a part of her,
Yeah.
so she can just come back.
Um,
It's like with the Hydra.
with that snake, that snake ends up like consuming a dog or something like that, or taking over a dog,
Yeah,
and then that dog takes over a little girl.
Yeah.
Called Rachel.
yeah, poor Rachel.
Hey, she gets returned home at the end though.
Yeah.
Rachel survived.
Yeah, see when Medusa slithered on inside her. Was
Oh
good.
no,
Yes, and that
Phrasing,
pun,
man.
that pun can be used.
no,
She
no,
slipped.
but still,
Yeah, I know.
phrasing.
Phrasing, boom.
If you're gonna say slithering, say into a mouth.
Yeah, slithered on in phrasing.
Like
boom.
Medusa's snake
That's,
slithered into a mouth.
that's like I saw this thing.
There's nothing that you can say there that's appropriate.
Yeah, it's like I was watching this thing of Daniel Radcliffe and he's reading tweets, and someone puts like I'd let Daniel Radcliffe slither on in. Phrasing.
But no,
Because the house cup is
Yeah.
called slithering.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Medusa survives that attack. She takes her snake takes over a dog and then takes over Rachel, and then Rachel sort of like becomes Medusa, or like starts looking like Medusa or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a kid Medusa.
Cadusa.
A Medusa.
Or Gorgon. That's another word for Medusa. She's a Gorgon.
Oh.
That's a species in Greek mythology.
is a scorpion type.
No, that's what Medusa's species is. If you look up in the books, in that,
Oh, in the
you go into
manga.
deep. No, like I mean, actual culture of Medusa, she's a Gorgon. That's what the species is. What she is.
But yeah, so that's what's happened with Medusa at this point. Like Medusa's taken over a little girl. Then we got Chrono versus Marka. Marka knows she's not gonna win
But
this fight.
that doesn't let her stop fighting though.
Yeah, it doesn't stop her from fighting. And then she literally turns into she accepts like she wants to use Soul's black blood to help her in the fight.
That doesn't go well.
She goes nuts.
Yeah.
And she turns into my favorite character for the episode, where she literally just goes crazy with like the full Joker style action.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty cool scene.
And then what makes the scene even weirder is that Marka manages to achieve her goal of touching Cronus Soul, which allows her to go inside Cronus Soul, where a kid Krona is talking to his shadow and answering and just keeps saying past the questions that his shadow asks. And then a kid version of Maka shows up on his like little patch of desert,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Why don't you love me, Daddy?
no, she's just like wants to interact with him, and just like, no, don't come inside my circle. And she doesn't even notice the line at first. She just walks
Yeah.
into the circle, and then she's just like kicks the line away.
It's just all casual.
It is weird. And that whole thing happens in the space of like one episode.
Yeah. That was actually one of my favorite episodes.
Really?
Well, no, I wouldn't say favorite. Like, out of top 10, you know.
Mm.
Is that 20 or are we still going?
Well, this is 21.
21, okay. So,
Where a lot of these we could just sort of blow through, like all the way up to 24, because they're all like a really condensed action bit.
let's stop at 20 though, because I'm trying to stay awake. And we've
Well-
gone through an hour and a half.
I'm trying to get halfway.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll
we're not far from halfway.
We'll finish it, yeah, because finish it next time. I'll get some rest and I'll have a coffee. And just...
But yeah, Kid, and then the other fight that ends up happening is Kid versus Free, but it's a hologram of
Yeah.
Free.
That was like live.
No, that was a cool thing for him to do.
Yeah, I felt tricked. I was deceived.
That's the point.
Yes, it was like a Star Wars Episode 8.
It's
Deceived.
It's only when Black Star shows up that he's like dodging the attacks,
Yeah.
and that's because like they would see through the hologram.
If a blow landed on him.
Yeah. And then in like the 23 and 24 we actually come across the Gaskin,
Yeah.
the Kishin. And the Kishin gets out and like the Kishin causes madness for it, like just being in the same room, even though he's not free, can cause you to have paranoia, delusions,
Yeah.
and just seeing stuff that isn't there. It gets pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But Asura gets out and defeats Black Star and Kid super easily with with flicks. Just like he just flicks Black Star in the forehead, And it's just like,
It's like,
and I forget what he did with Kid, but doesn't he do like a slingshot sort of thing?
yeah,
It's just like, he just hits him in the forehead with that,
yeah,
and Kid's just like, ugh. Like both of them just get defeated so easily, and then Asura just goes right through the roof of the room.
It's just
that
like-
he's in. Yeah.
it's like you are an insect that has come into my line of vision. Be gone. It's like,
And then we get probably one of the most legendary battles happening with Death and Asura.
oh yeah, that was a pretty cool battle.
It was a pretty good fight, but Asura escapes by just literally just by going up.
Yeah.
Because
grapple.
because Death can't leave his barrier that he's made
Yeah,
because he's literally rooted to the city. That's why he can't go out and help. Also, during this, there was a bit where we had Blair and the Missionaries.
when they fight.
No, they don't even really fight. It's more like, yeah,
It's like a cat fight.
it's a cat fight,
I love
a
good
cat and mouse fight.
Love a good
literally.
cat fight.
But yeah,
No, I gotta go. I think I keep
so
my eyes
yeah,
open
that's episodes 1 through 24.
1 for 24. Alright.
We still got another 27 to cover.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna finish those.
We've got to finish those, but at least we've gone past the part where Asura escapes.
Yeah.
That is one of the big plot points.
Yeah.
That we hadn't got to a big plot point until we got to that, basically. Anyways, links to my YouTube page and my Twitter page will be down below. You're leaning over quite a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
are you
hunchback.
really?
It's kind of like just like pushing.
Uh,
Oh, hold on.
No, just
Oh.
like we've both just ended up moving towards this side of the frame. That's what's
Oh,
happened.
that's what's doing that.
You've literally moved your chair.
Yeah. I was off balance. That was why.
You literally moved your chair this way in the frame.
Yeah, I had to.
But
squeeze
yeah,
on over.
links to my YouTube page, Bailey's YouTube page, my Twitter page, and everything else that I use will be down below, along with a link to Amino. So if you want to join the voice chat,
Yeah.
because later on in when we get past all these anime that I have watched, what I'm going to do is a favorites.
Yeah.
Including your favorite. I am planning to do suggestions as well,
Yeah.
and
Yes, my
I'm-
suggestions. You listen to
no,
mine.
no, I'm not starting with your suggestions. The first suggestion I'm going to be starting with is Boku no Pico.
Oh god, no.
No.
No, that's not an anime.
No, it is an anime.
Boku no Pico.
Yeah, that's an anime.
That's a hentai.
It's technically an anime.
God.
Hentai is still anime.
God, what, you're gonna watch it?
Well, here's the thing. It was even though most people were jokingly saying, "Have you watched it?" We're just gonna watch it. So that
We're gonna watch it.
we're both gonna be covering the anime
Oh,
together.
God.
Remember? But we're gonna watch it, and it's more the fact of if someone jokingly says, "Have you watched this anime?" we can just turn around and just say yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a hentai, man.
Why do you think I'm just
Yeah.
doing this to prove a point of yes, I have watched this. Shut up about it.
Yeah. Oh,
You can't. Even if you're saying it as a joke, I've watched it.
Yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth.
that goddamn fountain scene, I swear.
Oh my gosh! Don't tell me
Yeah.
anything about
I've had,
sex.
I've
I
had to
want to.
purge it from my mind, but now it's back. Thanks.
But yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next podcast video comes out. I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.
Yeah, and I just want to say, if you're into Boku no Pico, then fine, that's your business. But this,
You want to say goodbye,
yeah,
T?
yeah, see ya.